Yeah.
What's happening? What's going on? It's hump day.
Hey,
What it do, man? It's just rush hour. You're just getting in. Sit back, tighten up. Get your couple of that good stuff in there. And you might want to wind it down if you come from out those out there powder. You know. But we got a few things we're gonna talk about today. Little Braves talk. We're gonna spin the block on Brian Robinson joining the Falcons. And a few other things. And we got some special dedications and nominations for Sports Team Dummy of the Week. You know. So you might want to listen up, tighten up, just so you can make sure you be heard that you was talked about. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get into that later on. But to jump off, Hubert Dennis is pretty much out at North Carolina. After 3 straight years of, you know what I'm saying, first round elimination in the NCAA tournament.
Don't tell your dad.
You know, a lot of whispers, a lot of smoke and mirrors on who's gonna be next. A lot of people are saying it's Kenny Smith. You know, there's a few other names.
So 8 or not, Peter Rabbit.
hold up.
What up?
Hold on. TNT, Kenny Smith?
Yeah. Former Carolina, the all-time assist leader at North Carolina, Kenny Smith. Yeah.
That'll be a great fit for that.
Yeah, that is the talk right now. The proceedings that are going on, Carolina's getting their monies together with for the buyout payment to Hubert Dennis, somewhere around $6 million. You know, I understand it, but I don't. I mean, you come in behind the somewhat mess that Roy Williams left, especially with the recruiting issues. You know, I don't think Hubert got a fair shake. But that's just me. The ACC fan, you know, in history that I am, and I thought this was going to be a long run for Hubert, him being a Carolina alumnus at that. But it looked like the buck stops here.
I say this. Because North Carolina is a blue blood program.
Mm-hmm.
First round and done is not enough.
True. That is true. I get that.
Especially 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I get that. You know, and I'm just saying you got a guy that's an alumnus on a short leash.
But see, Sam, that doesn't matter. Alumnus or not, you got to get over that hump.
Coming in behind the recruiting issues left by Roy Williams.
I get that, but they don't care.
Oh shit! Yeah, she took the blood out. Mm-hmm.
Being a prestigious college, a basketball school that is, all that, you know, what you had to deal with, they obviously don't care about that.
Yep.
And you had talent there, so First round and done ain't cutting it.
Yeah, well,
We already know it's a cold world out here. This is just another example.
yeah. I mean, well, the axe was out in the ACC. Syracuse fired Archery over there. Tech, Tech fire old boy. Did Georgia Tech fire Stoudemire?
Did they? I don't know.
I heard something like that they did. I'm not quite necessarily sure. But the axis is been out in the ACC.
You know what? I'm hearing that Jerry McNamara, who used to play with who was it, Melo?
Yeah,
He might be going. He might be
he might be going in.
Going to Syracuse.
Yeah, because when they fired Archery, and I was like, okay, shoot, they might need to holler at Melo. I mean, he's up there and around there all the time. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I mean, if McNamara is that guy, I mean, that's a good move too. Another alumnus. He's one that could probably get the job done as well. He's a name. He did win up there. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that dog meat ain't gonna make it.
It's just
so yeah.
It just feel kind of raunchy, you be getting handled like this, but I mean, it is a business, you know what I'm saying, as well, but I mean, but if Kenneth Smith is the move, then another alum, you know what I'm saying, with somewhat of a bigger name, with bigger weight.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, she was just calling me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was outside talking.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying, with another name, a heavier name, he is, you know what I'm saying, with some notoriety, would bring a boot, if you will, to the situation, a kick to the recruiting, a name that would bring, you know what I'm saying, some noise, I just hate that it went down like this. It was, I saw in an article somewhere where the team was crying for him, kicking up a stink for him, but the powers that be said, when you studying that shit y'all talking, he out.
Stuff to no, they gave it to me from Great.
You know what I'm saying?
When I was there,
I mean,
they sent it to me.
When your hands are tied in the situation,
I came home with like
what can you do? I mean, the kids wanted him.
So she went by the store and got it.
But
he told me that
the AD, the chaplain, and
I'll be taking the Plavix.
The boosters with the money said, "Nah."
Then after after I come back to the year,
3 years is enough.
I'll be tested to see.
You know what I'm saying?
I need to stay on
it. It is what it is.
I'll be on it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
Yeah.
To go and call the phone.
Also, while we're on, on the NCAA basketball front, we're definitely going to be covering the Sweet 16. You know what I'm saying? Just to remind y'all, I'll be covering the Sweet 16 on tomorrow. Maybe a game or two, maybe two games tomorrow.
They're gonna send
what time?
Remote stuff. They're getting out here.
It'll be after the show.
But we'll talk.
With the game kicked off. I think everything starts at 6 or 7.
Right. Next Monday.
So whenever Sweet 16 national coverage starts, that's when we'll start.
I'm gonna take it myself. Yeah. But it'll be okay.
Tampa is looking and talking about and working on, thumping the numbers and everything to get Baker an extension.
My other adopted daughter, my granddaughter, mom.
From a big picture, football fan perspective, it needs to happen. Yeah. Baker has made a home down there in Tampa. He's put in the work. I think the biggest thing that Tampa needs to do down there is get some invigorative blood into that defense. They kind of long in the tooth on that defense. They got to figure out the way to keep the ship afloat, while doing it. A win or two here or there last year, they're in the playoffs. At one point, Baker was in the MVP conversation last year.
But On the other hand of that, that's gonna be tough to do without their biggest target.
Yeah.
Godwin,
Evans gone. White is gone out the backfield. I think offensive lineman is gone. Levante David surprisingly
he retired.
He retired.
Godwin, he sometimes disappears.
And he can't stay, on the field. He can't stay healthy. When healthy, Godwin is a top 10 receiver in this league, but he just can't stay healthy. Now, is that has something to do with that, down there? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, maybe a change of scenery will, improve his health. But this guy here, he deserves a re-up. He's made it known that this is he wants to retire above. And he's ingrained himself in that culture down there. So it stands to reason from my perspective. They should really make going to get this done.
The man told me the other day.
Yeah.
He said it didn't happen.
Jay Penny, what's your mindset on this?
It's been a build-up of God knows how long. He said, I can't even tell you how long.
Artery blockage is plastic.
Jay!
Right. That's what he said.
He on mute.
See, that you know what I'm saying? Boy, I tell you. Boy got the attention span of a mosquito hair on a maggot.
And Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
How you spotted at the perfect time?
Right.
I know, right? What y'all talking about?
Baker and the Bucks are working on the extension. And we were just talking about the all-around situation down there with the personnel.
I guess it's pretty safe to say Stefanski got a free shot at him now.
Hey, he want
to get it. He want to get extended. So that's a good time for us to beat you up. I don't even see what they see in that.
Oh, look who finally came back around.
Going on. Because the
Nigga, I've been here. What you talking about?
When I laid it, when I laid it on you for you to give your perspective on the Baker situation, I by my
listen now. This ain't no excuse.
Hold on. Time out. You was doing what?
Listen, I'm not making no excuses. My mom texted me. She was like, "Can I put something out for dinner?" I said, "Yeah." I put that out, and I came back on here.
Well, we're gonna give you a pass on Mama.
It would have something to do with some food.
Damn, shut up.
It would have something to do with some food.
Damn, that's why I had to go on mute because I ain't want to be rude and make all the noise while y'all talking. Can you ask me the question again, sir?
We were talking about Baker Mayfield and his possible contract extension and the overall situation in Tampa with the personnel. While you were, keeping your eye on the chickens,
Stop.
You
a jackass. You know that.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if Baker get us extension, bro. But as far as like,
I mean, it's not an if. It's going to be. It's at the point of when at this particular point, because they're working on it. And both sides are, keen on it. They're going to get it done soon.
Yeah. But as far as wide receiver, I believe they don't get one. I believe they don't draft by two of them in the draft.
Yeah, they ain't got Mike Evans no more, so
it was there.
Now the petty thing they would do is go sign Stephon Diggs.
Yeah,
man, he don't want to be with that.
Yeah,
Stephon might be on their way back to Buffalo.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
He might be on his way back to Buffalo.
I believe Tampa they don't revamp that wide receiver room.
Yeah,
they got to. I mean, because really, when you look at the two young boys, but I mean, like we were just talking about Godwin. I mean, Godwin can't stay healthy.
Nope, that's another problem.
Another thing is, look who they got at OC. Good luck.
All upside
down. Okay.
No comment on that one.
Right.
No comment on that one.
So even if they do get some more wide receivers,
man, I wouldn't trust that fool in my Pee-wee league.
They gonna be over there in the locker room laughing at him.
I'd really like to ask Todd Bowles, you know what I'm saying? Was he drunk when he made that decision? I know the rest of the NFL saw the same thing that we saw down here. Why would you have that guy?
That's a sure way to get fired.
Right.
Hey, I ain't complaining. I love it
because it helps us.
I mean,
that helps us.
But you lose Rashad White from the backfield. Evans moves on to San Francisco.
And he was the Commanders.
Yeah, I think that's where he went. Then Levante David retires. You're kind of long in the tooth on defense, which I think should be your priority.
All the old pieces over there.
Yes.
What happened to Devin White?
Instead of
man, he old too.
Devin. I mean, they kind of long in the tooth over there in that front seven.
I mean, they on retirement home.
Right.
Vita Vea, he about the only reliable one over there.
They do live in Florida. Man.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, Anthony. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's where old people go to retire.
Right.
The Golden Girls.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna replace it. It's gonna be.
I knew they're getting old, but damn, man.
I'm just saying.
Getting okay. Vita Vea is what, 33? 33?
That's a big ass boy, that boy.
Big, I mean, that's all good, but and then that's another thing. He another one that can't stay healthy.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Levante David retires. I mean, you asked about Devin White. He's somewhat can't stay healthy either.
He was their version of what Deion Jones was to us.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And he down there too.
No
Yeah,
surprise, he's
his
still
old ass
surviving.
down there too.
He but you tell me he don't fuck around and take Devontae Davis spot? Oh Lord.
Nah,
Yeah.
he ain't the same no more. He's not the same person.
Nah, he wasn't
player
never the
he was.
same once he left here.
He not
Things that
he not 16, 17 Deion Jones no more.
things that just ain't the same for gangsters.
Pretty tasty.
I see what you did there, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, when you leave Matt Ryan, you look like trash.
Hot chicken. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What?
This guy. This guy.
Zach Wilson.
Uh-oh. Hide your aunties. Everybody hide your aunties.
This guy is going to play for a familiar face down in New Orleans. Yeah, Zach and Kellen Moore, they have history. So it made sense. For him to go there and be able to compete for a spot, the spot down there in New Orleans. Again, like I said, it's a familiar face. Kellen Moore knows him. He knows Kellen Moore's system. That could work for the quarterback room all the way around. You know what I'm saying? What are we thinking about? Zach going down there to New Orleans.
Probably white gravy. That quarterback. The chicken was herb chicken.
Yeah, Leo, he's still playing. Yeah. He
Last time we saw him,
it was God awful in New York.
The child brought me a
and don't let him fuck your mama.
Let's keep it on the football field.
That is his football field.
Franchise.
What up? What up?
What up, Mucho?
What's going on,
What's
Mucho?
going on, dog?
Nah, but I believe that this is going to help them out a little bit because they need veteran presence in that quarterback room. Something they have not had since Drew Brees retired.
Who that?
Zach Wilson, he's going to
New Orleans.
Miami?
Okay.
He's leaving Miami, going to New Orleans.
Zach Wilson going. I didn't even know he was in Miami.
Right.
Yeah.
They're like Miami having a fire sale.
He was down there buried on the depth chart behind Tua.
And I made a salad.
everything must go.
Yeah.
I mean, and then that was just 2 years. He spent a half a season in San Francisco. And another season, I think. I want to say Buffalo. Might be wrong. And before that, we all know what it was up there in New York with the Jets.
I don't know what he's doing with the Jets.
But so y'all think he going to start?
He could. Him and Kellen Moore got history.
But they got Rattler, right? New Orleans got Rattler.
Yeah, they got Rattler and Tyler Shaw. I mean, but I mean, Zach knows Moore's system. He knows Moore's book. You know what I'm saying? So there's an opportunity. Again, he's a veteran. He's been through enough bad that maybe something good can happen down there in New Orleans.
That's another chance for our defense to put somebody on the ground.
I love my greens now.
You're just an evil little thing. Huh?
Yeah.
Look, I want this division. I don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Oh man.
I'm tired of not seeing us being division champs.
The only thing I done bought.
Damn, how long Zach Wilson and Kevin on each other?
And to make, cause we got corns on the bed.
About 4 years.
Well, we had enough corn to feed the complex out here.
You know. Oh, well, now that the madam done made it in, guess we could let you and franchise jump right off into the Braves report.
Okay.
Let the traffic down.
I was hoping that Truth was gonna get in here too, but he never responded.
Oh, okay.
So
you can't stay still.
You looking at it.
I
You remember when
know.
that happened years ago?
So
Hey, I caught y'all last night.
yeah.
Let's just say it was a laughable moment.
Yeah. And it's gonna get even more laughable sports team dummy of the week with it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
But franchise hinted around some important news pertaining to the Braves.
Yes. I'm glad you said that. So Spencer Strider, pitcher, will be out for at least a couple weeks with a strained oblique.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I read earlier, they feel good about where he's at. They just don't want him to come back too early.
No, I don't want him to come back too early either.
So
Road Street.
Yeah.
Oblique is not something to play around with.
No, it's not. Especially for
That is true.
I mean, look at Austin Riley. He had to have surgery last year.
With the oblique.
He had a lot of stuff going on because he had multiple injuries.
It was the same.
How long he was out for?
The whole second half of the year.
Everywhere.
Yeah, that's right. Austin Riley did miss the second half of the season. Yeah, he was 80.
All I remember was he laid out to go get a dude at home plate.
Yeah.
That was it.
Who at work?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody work.
So what are we looking like as far as the bullpen and the rotation?
Well, okay, Chris Sale starting on Friday. And they released the roster out today, so let's just say our number 2 pitcher is Lopez. And I'm not too happy about that one, but you know.
I was just about to ask you, was that a good thing, or because you didn't sound too enthusiastic when you said that?
I mean, when he first came, I was happy, but then as he got hurt a couple of times, I'm like, I don't know about that. And then they say he didn't look good last week, so. But you know, I mean, the only other person on there that I don't really care for is Elder. But we ain't got no choice right now, so.
Yeah.
I just hope he don't, but I am happy to see Grant Holmes back on there.
Yes, I agree.
And the bullpen look like it's gonna be. We signed another pitcher in the bullpen.
Down the road, too late.
That could easily be the closer, but they let him place his close, which I don't understand.
Got anxiety. But again, when plucking
now, do they we Braves jump off Friday, right?
Yeah,
Friday night.
Friday night, okay. I'm gonna do what time?
7:15.
7:15. We gonna do that.
Oh, we playing the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah. We gonna do that. I'll do a pregame and then let the game start, and then we will go live from the 7th inning stretch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see how that. You can see how that's gonna roll. We're gonna try that a few times. See how that's gonna go. What kind of reception that's gonna get. If change.
On Saturday we're gonna be on Fox.
Okay.
At the same time as Friday, but you know when they go to Fox, that's national televised.
Mm-hmm.
And Housewives.
Yeah, just like the house are national televised tonight.
Yeah, I saw that on a commercial.
The drive gonna get
Against who?
you better believe
Detroit.
it.
Against Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming off a victory over the Lakers.
Child, I wish.
But overall, I'm excited about the Braves offense.
Yeah.
I never even thought about having that kind of money.
They've been looking good
They finished
all spring training.
I think 21-7.
I don't think I could just do that.
So yeah, I said that. Yeah, it's gonna be a pregame show, and then we'll go live from the 7th inning on, and do a post game.
If I had the option to just
You know what I'm saying? 9 innings is kind of long, so you know, they're trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no kind of. Ain't no kind of.
Yeah, you know, so we you know, we'll run it like that, you know what I'm saying, to see, you know, what kind of reception it get, how it rolls. And if it gets, you know, pretty good reception, we'll keep it like that for the season.
I kind of want to do a away game one too.
I know that's supposed to change.
Yeah. We gonna try. Trust me, I got you. We gonna, you know, we away games. You know what I'm saying? We gonna, because I'm trying to get where I can download the schedule so I can pin it up, and we'll be marking it out. You know what I'm saying? It's 162 games is a long season.
Yes, it is.
It's a long season.
And when they get hot, oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
you know, what are we looking like? What is it? Is it shortstop?
Shortstop. Okay, so that situation is we did re-sign Hassan Kim, but he may not be back till like May.
Mm-hmm.
Because this fool slipped on some ice in Korea.
Oh my God.
And he fractured his thumb. So
right.
I'm trying to figure that out. How you know mine anyway, but they got another guy that we remember when we traded for Nick Allen. So they had brought in another guy with him. He's gonna take that spot for right now.
What he was saying.
Right.
I forgot his name though, but for the first time, we don't have a stable DH.
Finances because
yeah.
Because Ozuna gone to the Pirates, so
Ozuna's gone. I mean, we have nobody young.
we got Eli White.
Spotlighting
they might slip him in, or they might there's another guy that they might put in there. It's gonna be, and then when Sean Murphy get back, I'm pretty sure they're gonna slip him in or Baldwin.
It's an account that builds up
interest.
So
because you can't have both of them out.
Right.
Yeah.
For making money.
See, when we had Ozuna, that was a definite loss.
So he was explaining how to put.
So
they got a couple of options. Yeah, for all we know, they might put Acuna in there.
Know that we can get
at DH.
He named.
I mean, if it means to get an extra run in.
He named some things.
I mean, that would be kind of sort of some type of idea to keep, you know, because you know he crashed at them out there in the field.
Yeah, he is.
You know, but he also has one of the better arms in the game out there. So
yeah, he do.
I mean, we got to weigh that out. I guess you know.
I wouldn't mind if they put Austin Riley in, you know.
And it gave me something to think
right.
about.
In the DH spot, sometimes they got a free range this year.
He said, when that money come in, move it.
It's gonna be interesting to see how Walt does it, though.
We could put Nacho out there.
Yeah, that was another guy I was gonna say, Nacho Alvarez.
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't think of his name at the time.
Break that down.
So how are we feeling about the you know, contending, you know what I'm saying, in the season, in the division, you know?
Yeah, the man, honestly though, between our pitching and hitting, I think our pitching better this year. We just had them minor injuries.
Mm-hmm.
And then our offense is bad.
To make a minimum payment.
Okay. All right.
So
I think
we got to
right
change
there
just as much as anybody else needs.
We right there with the Phillies.
And
the Phillies and I wouldn't exactly say the Mets because we stole from the Mets. Walt did that stealing, that drive-by stealing.
Do a lot more.
My grandmama gave me that chain.
Right. How you take the first base coach and the pitching? I'm like, was it the third base? Anyway, you just took from them.
And at first he was
Walt a cold man.
30.
Cold-blooded.
Oh, they cried in the car.
Oh man.
And I think Walt gonna be more like Bobby Coggins than Snit.
Right.
Cause he took a couple of shots at Snit in his press conference when they first hired him. I'm like,
That sounds like the Falcons head coach.
What he was saying. And he could have been black.
We going back to being disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
This the first time I ever seen the Braves and the Falcons finna be disrespectful in the same year.
She did a video and she was talking about how
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I feel pretty good about upcoming season. You know, ready to get into it and see what these youngins and some of the expected superstars, you know what I'm saying? Can we get back to championship form? Can we contend? Can we dominate? You know what I'm saying? Can we get the emotion back in the chop house?
Right.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? Can we get the respect back in the chop house? Can we make it a tough place to come to play?
Yeah, it used to be like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for and ready to see.
Fear the chop.
Yes, fear the chop. Fear the chop. Fear the chop.
Yeah.
Well, as known. We added a formidable piece to the running back room. Just wanted to, spin the block on Brian Robinson becoming a Falcon, and being a tandem with Bijan, and discuss, some of the possibilities and how this would and could work in this offense. Honestly, I believe this is a bigger deal than what most people are making it. Because I went back and pulled up some highlights from this young man, and then tried to picture him, behind our line and in certain situations, third and shorts, or in certain pass situations, or in the screen game. You know what I mean? To see and get a feel as to what it'll be like in the Dirty Bird offense. I think we got to steal myself. I think this move is vastly underrated. Myself. You know what I'm saying? This young man is gonna bring some punch to this running back room. You know what I'm saying? Some third downs will aggressively be done in with this young man, you know what I'm saying? And I think it would save some carries for Bijan with his abilities. You know what I mean? We'll be able to use Bijan formidably like we want to without overusing him.
Yep.
I mean, I could see Bijan doing the first half,
mm-hmm.
and the other guy doing the second half, depending on how they use both of them at the same time.
Well, that's what we should have been doing with Tyler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got 6 kids, so she bringing in $13,000.
If we got a good lead, that is.
Been getting
right.
What was he hurt in San Francisco? Because I don't think he got any playing time that much like that.
I mean, he got a good amount of time when CMC went down at one point. And then when he came back, they never really tried to keep him in the flow of things.
Again, Cal.
The situation kind of sort of went south a little bit. I talked to a couple of my 49er friends. Said there was a little bit of tension because he was wanting to be involved more.
I'm not even a San Francisco fan, but I thought he should be involved. I liked him a lot in Washington. They had a good duo going on out there with him.
Yep. So I mean, we got him here. I mean, I think he could easily get 200 carries. I think easily, honestly, considering how we're going to, run the ball.
I think he might get a feature on that game against the 49ers. That'll be dirty as hell.
Hey, look, I have already seen the petty in Stefanski, especially in the press conferences. So I can already see that happening. I can see it.
They do it to us.
I can see him getting anywhere from 20, 15, 20 carries, touches, you know what I'm saying, against them.
It's crazy. The two red and bronze or gold team do it to us. Because I think the Buccaneers do it too to us.
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
There are a couple of bulletin board games that are going to be, and both of them involve both of those teams for obvious reasons. So this young man, I think, is going to contribute to this offense very, 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 very well. I think they'll have some plays dialed up for him. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jerome? Man, look, we need to exchange contact.
Okay.
Because
I'm on it.
I can say I'm a miss Tyler, but we won't be missing much from Tyler with this pick.
Yeah. That's the best way you could say that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To do good in Arizona.
Yeah, I think they are. Because I've been kind of sort of paying attention to, the situation over there and how they're trying to build and set up things. I think the situation is going to be good for him over there. You got some pieces. It's just, what are they going to do at quarterback?
What they doing with Murray?
I went to somebody about
Murray went to Minnesota.
He went to Minnesota.
Could have won a whole nother way.
Murray went to Minnesota.
But
okay.
And Wilkinson over there acting like a bitch.
Hey, Jerome, check your.
They're running with Brissett.
Yeah, they picked up a couple of quarterbacks, but I think for the future wise,
the spiritual fight.
I at their spot where they're picking at, I would draft Pavia. I would draft Pavia.
I like him.
I would draft Pavia. If I'm Arizona, I'm taking Pavia.
Yeah.
From Vanderbilt. Yes. If I'm Arizona, I'm taking Pavia from Vanderbilt. Yes. Yeah. I think he's the second best quarterback in this class. Damn all that shit that they keep trying to pump up about Simpson from Alabama. I think that Pavia is the second best quarterback in this class. And it's not close.
shirt at home in my dryer. Can you
You know, this
Why you
class.
always pumping up an Alabama quarterback?
I don't
Well,
my kids.
considering what went, okay, for his numbers, I think he had something like 29 touchdowns and only like 3 picks, and 2 of them were in one game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking at your numbers, and he did have a pretty high completion percentage of like 71. You know what I'm saying, for the season. You know what I mean? But
do you think he'll be successful in the NFL?
I don't even think he's as good as Mac Jones.
No, Mac Jones is better.
Okay, and it's just.
But is he better than Tua?
No. Yeah, he was surrounded by talent over there. You know what I'm saying? He had them horses on the outside that he could get into, and plus the 2 good tight ends. You know, and they really didn't call outlandish plays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for him to, because I didn't really see him, being able to throw every pass. You know what I mean? The back shoulder, the corner fade. You know what I'm saying? The 9. The underneath stuff. I mean, you saw a lot of the underneath stuff and over the middle, but I didn't get to see him. Throw every pass to every route on the route tree. If you can understand that.
In other words, what you're saying is when defenses forced him to be a pocket quarterback, he did not look good.
Right.
No, I mean, in that game in the playoffs, where they got spanked. I mean, listen, when the pressure's on and that clock is ticking, it get the 1 second, 2 seconds, and them feet get the pity pat, and he, instead of his head is turning and looking, his whole body, he's jumping and looking. You know what I'm saying? And all this hyping up that that Kuiper and them are doing for this dude, coming into the draft, and I'm like, man, I got this feeling that this dude is gonna be the biggest bust since Jamarcus Russell.
Well, Sam, Mel Kiper, he's known to do that.
Yeah, he is.
He hyped up Zach
Wilson.
And look, and deservedly so, but Zach Wilson also got drafted into a disastrous situation.
That's the worst organization you can get drafted in.
Because they did nothing to help. They did nothing to help Zach in New York.
They did nothing.
Okay. New York has destroyed some quarterbacks' careers over the last 15 years.
I mean, look at the Giants too. I mean, but the only one that was successful with the Giants is Manning.
I just want to piggyback off something OG was saying, man. Folk got to realize how the draft go, man. If you have a good draft like the Penix class and all that, it's gonna be far in between until another great class come in. Now maybe the next class next year with Manning and the boy from Oregon and my man from South Carolina on Sellers, you may have a better crop of franchise quarterbacks. But I agree with OG. This is just not your year. Mendoza, if Mendoza was to go to a team that's established that they just needed a game managing type quarterback, I think he'll be all right. But if you're looking for him to change your franchise like Matt did, or
Mendoza's gonna be fine in Vegas. They got some. So they already got a tight end. You got Jenny at running back. You know what I'm saying? They got to add. They got to add to the receiver room and clean up the line. But I mean, they're not far off.
They got the pick.
And the fact And the fact that he got Kubiak up there too, Kubiak's gonna help him, and he's gonna design an offense where it's gonna match his deficiencies and it's gonna optimize his strength. So I agree with that part. But after Mendoza, man, woo-wee.
I think Pavia is the second best quarterback in this class.
Yeah, Pavia.
You know what I'm saying, and that's why I was saying, if I'm Arizona at the spot where I'm at that they're at, I would draft him.
And keep it real, OG. If Pavia was 6'3", he probably would have been the first pick.
You know, look, but please say that again.
If Pavia was 6'3", he would have been the first pick.
That is the reason why. If people were pulling off, don't get me wrong, Mendoza did his thing in Indiana, and he deserved to be the Heisman. He deserved to be Player of the Year, and he deserved that championship that he got. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But that's the biggest fundamental difference between him and Pavia. If Pavia was 6'3", 6'4", okay.
What's going on?
You know what I'm saying? The guy, he got some chutzpah. He got some chutzpah. You know what I'm saying? And I believe Arizona should draft him.
Need a growth spurt.
You made a good point too the other day, OG, when we was talking about the money that JSN got and whether we're gonna retain London or not. Now I like Drake and what he brings to the table, but man, y'all, next year wide receiver class, boy, oh boy. That's all I'm gonna say. Boy, oh boy.
Now, given the fact that this year is already in the stake book, you know, again, 168, 120 guaranteed, 42 a year. You know, the standard money point has been reached. Now, but I'm here. You've had. Drake has had some moments. He's had his moments of showing what he can do and what he could be, and what he's on his way to being.
Yeah.
But I myself have taken into consideration the pecking order of what's important. All right, and we all know that the mustard is gonna get that career contract.
Yeah,
of course. We all know it. We all know that the unicorn is gonna get heels. And I think in that order, I think Bergeron is third on that order.
Yep.
Okay. Now, understandably so, the reason why Tyler Algier is in Arizona is because he wanted to be a star.
Right.
Understandable.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even mad at that. I've been saying it for years. If Tyler is on anybody else's team, he's a starter.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I knew when his agent put that number out there and Tyler didn't say anything against it, I said, yeah, he gone.
And then he started clearing his social media.
Oh yeah, when he cleared his social media board, yeah, I know it. You know,
and then let's just be honest, OG. The football that I grew up on and that you was accustomed to with the Emmitt Smiths, the Ricky Waters, when you just had that one back, you gave him 300 carries. That ain't the league no more. You got to have
it's not the league has grown into a 2-back system, which I mean. It makes sense when you want your running backs to last. You know, you need to have two.
I told you
they don't have Connor still, do they?
Yeah. Used to be
I think
the slumlords.
I think Connor went to Miami. I think Connor was in Miami.
They wasn't doing what they was supposed to.
I'm gonna look it up.
James Conner, right?
Yeah.
I saw somewhere there was somebody he may get released after June 1st due to his cap number. I don't know how true that is. Don't
Oh
quote.
wow.
You see that somewhere.
I mean, but
You see what
He
else?
injury prone anyway.
you know, all right, yeah, but you got some pieces over there.
Cause Tyler gonna need some help.
Oh
You got
and they got Benson.
you got Harrison Jr. And the other young kid at receiver. You got McBride at tight end. Again, you need a quarterback.
Need a quarterback. That's what they need.
You need a quarterback, and I just for my money, if I'm Arizona, I'm picking that young man from Vanderbilt.
And I don't think Wilkerson gonna last over there.
You know,
I don't think so neither, son. I think he's gonna.
Yeah, they need a line. They need an O-line.
I'm just gonna say this about that dude. You're mad at the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? You're mad at the wrong people. Handle your business in Arizona, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Tyler might be ashamed to look at it.
And just keep it moving.
And my thing is, how dare you talk crazy about our organization when we the one that got you paid? We the one that believe in you.
The person that you should be mad at is in San Francisco.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. That's who you should be mad at. You know, this current regime had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And the current and because the current regime had just decided and told you that they were going to go in a different direction of you. And you can't fault the current regime for that. You know what I'm saying? They have their own plan. McGarry is coming back. We really don't know how this gonna turn out. But I think that we're probably gonna draft another tackle. In that, you know what I mean? But you're mad at the wrong people, bro.
Do y'all think Matt would have wanted him on the line when he was quarterback? No, exactly.
Oh. And hey, y'all, I'm gonna go on a further note. If McGarry was playing, we probably beat San Francisco that night.
Yeah.
If McGarry was playing, we a few things might have been a little different from last year. If he don't hurt himself in camp, we're probably in a multitude of different situations. But then like the great Bill Belichick said, no amount of talent can overcome bad coaching.
That might have opened the door.
You know what I'm saying?
Getting hurt opened the door to see what stupid is like.
Raheem out of here.
I hate, you know what I'm saying, the play call. I hate it with you over there on that side that whipped on that block and, got MPJ hurt. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, you mad at the wrong people, bro. You mad at the wrong people.
If he was still here, MPJ would have PTSD.
He got MPJ hurt twice. He got the boy hurt twice because it started in the San Francisco game. The blind side, it started.
It sure did.
I mean, but if you had a sufficient brain trust and call the right type of plays and not put them in that particular situation. But again, I'm just saying you had the play calling from week 1 to week 10, then you had the play calling from, week 11 on. It was totally different. But I mean, okay.
You made it 2 different people, one in San Francisco and one in Tampa.
Well, I can't wait to play Tampa, y'all. I can't wait.
We can take it out on Tampa.
Well,
I hope like that Super Bowl when Tampa played Oakland. How Tampa Bay was calling out all Oakland players to do what they were gonna run. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same.
You have you're gonna have a functional fundamental destruction that is going to be trust and believe. Brick is lit. He's already marked those 2 dates down on the calendar to see Zach Robinson.
He going to unleash on him.
He's already marked those 2 days down to see Zach Robinson. It is not going to be for the faint at heart. You know, I mean, look, Tampa has a very large bullseye on their back from us for 2 reasons. Zach Robinson being one, and you know the fact that Baker decided to have some disparaging comments about our now head coach. Those games gonna have a little bit of extra inks and energy. You know, for those 2 reasons.
Baker gonna be looking on the ground.
But Jerome, how you feel about Brian Robinson, coming to Dirty Birds?
Hey man, like I told everybody on your platform, Mike, I owns on Sunday. Power back can be replaced. I tell people that all the time. He come a dime a dozen. First of all, I love the sign. Love it. Because, I mean, that boy run angry. That boy run hard. I don't care what scheme his own, gap, power. He just know how to run the ball. And, yeah, I like it, man. Like, I mean, we haven't had a bat this big in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Very long time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very long time.
I think Jason Snell.
Yeah, him just leaning forward already gonna give you 2-3 yards.
Exactly.
He's circling that San Francisco game.
Yeah, and it's probably the best line that he has ran behind in his career because we know what Washington line was doing, and we know what San Fran had their injuries up and down the line too. But yeah, I'm with it. I mean, that boy punch folk in the mouth, and he's a tone setter, kind of like Algier. Bro. I think Algier is a more complete back because he can receive, he can block. But when you tell Rob, hey man, get it and go, that's what he gonna get it.
Hey, Rob Jr. can catch out the backfield too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just didn't do it enough.
Yeah.
They did it in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, to swing it back around, to Drake. Because the coach was on here on yesterday, and we was talking. If there's a possibility where something how it could be worked, and you know what I'm saying, and he, because I just don't see us giving him $30 million. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 24, 25, maybe, but 20, anything over 28 million, I just don't see us doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Because I be feeling like a lot of folks are like, oh, well, that's the market value. You don't have to pay market value for that.
You really don't.
And a player don't necessarily say, well, hey, this person got it. I should get to see. We went through all that bullshit with Julio when one person would get a contract. He looking crazy, feeling like he get more.
Julio, people keep bringing Julio. Julio was stupid.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. You pushed and pushed and pushed for an extension, and you got it. You should have waited because you had that crew of receivers coming up for contract extension, and then those guys got their money, and you got mad. That was your own fault. You put your name on that contract.
And I know Matt
we
was
appreciate
mad
you, Christian Kirk.
back.
We appreciate you, Christian Kirk. Thank you.
What did Christian Kirk do?
He's the one that got paid. And then that's when Julio went to go crying to Arthur Blank, I need a new contract.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, because I know it was Michael Thomas and it was about 3 or 4 more that got them deals. And then he come in hollering, well, I want to be the why they make, because you didn't wait, bro. You pushed and pushed and pushed when you could have waited
Because I asked them, I said,
you know what I'm saying? And we end up having to pay you 2 times within 2.5 years.
And I don't know how Michael Thomas got that deal.
Right.
Who Stonefoot?
Hurt foot, yeah.
Slint Thomas.
Devontae Freeman, shit.
I'm not even gonna get into the money that was wasted. You know,
we're not doing that. If you can if missing a block in the biggest game of your life gets you paid, then pay me right now.
Right.
You know, because it's funny how these Matt Ryan haters, you know, wants to. I said, well, it's funny how y'all, later blame his foot, but y'all say nothing about that missed block.
I wonder how many people Matt Ryan wanted to beat up that night.
Lord, because you not only do you miss the block, you lined up on the wrong side of the formation. Man had to put you on the right side. You lined up on the wrong side to begin with. Man had to put you on the right side, and then you get over there and you still miss the whole entire block.
That's the problem.
How do you miss a guy how do you miss a block on the guy that's 6'3", 265? How do you miss that?
I don't know.
He probably still had that moment in his head when his team didn't fight for him that time he got into that altercation.
No, you got it.
Him missing that block cost us the Super Bowl.
First of all, your dumb ass run over there and get jacked up by that dude that's 3 times your size. You ran over there. You jumped your ass off the goddamn bus and didn't have your wallet to get back on the bus. No, bro.
Holding that man like a little child.
Yeah. You get snatched up off your feet like little man.
Robbed him that night. Shit.
It was a distraction. Asking for his money 2-3 days before.
And I want to say they have tournaments or something. Yeah. So
it was that dude there. All right. Then you get your money, and then what do you do afterwards?
I need to live like that. Shoot, cause me trying to run up the street.
Not only that, fam. When he went to New Orleans, he said, "I've always wanted to be a Saint."
Oh my God!
Yeah, I remember that too.
Fuck you.
He went to New Orleans.
Yes, he went to New Orleans.
He didn't really play. He was in New Orleans for a hot month.
He didn't play.
I don't remember playing against him.
He was in New Orleans for a hot month. And then they cut him.
They did that on purpose.
You remember after that,
whatever it is that she's gonna do, whether it's
one example of a dude being humble, and then they start smelling a little bit of.
I told her, I said, all of that makes sense. All of it makes sense. But
yes,
in the league, he only had like 1,048 yards. He went up to the ball. He had 1,100. Like you barely had over 1,000.
Look, if Tevin Coleman doesn't get hurt the year he got hurt, he is not even a starter because Tevin won the starting job in camp and in preseason. Hands down, it wasn't even close.
That was what I wanted to do.
It wasn't even close. If Tevin doesn't partially tear his knee when he did, we're not even having this conversation.
Yeah, he's not missing that block. If Tevin Coleman didn't get hurt,
Freeman probably would have been traded.
But like I told him, it wasn't for me to go to your lake. It was so that we could have that family property. Just in case somebody wanted to do something.
Sports Tea Dummy of the Week.
It's just me by myself. So my
you all
set. They
your proper goings and things. If you have any.
Y'all go ahead. I want to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hit this street.
Anyone?
I started off.
Anybody.
I started off. Mine's a little bit different. And a little bit older, maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna go with Blueface. Blueface in the boxing match that he had against Sugar.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
How you think you won? How you think you won? I mean, regardless of you thinking the cards was worked, you lost.
No, you said I ain't never lost.
You lost, bro. I probably would have gave him one round, which was the first round, but
shit, a half a round. A half a round.
Half a round.
half a round.
Jay Penny,
Yes, sir.
do you have a sports team dummy of the week?
Yes. Mr. Jarvis Landry, sir.
You know what? I forgot all about that.
What happened?
Hold on. I'm gonna get it off my chest. Sir, for you to on a podcast say that Kevin Stefanski doesn't have a good personality with players and all this stuff, that tells me you like to be buddy with your coaches, bro.
What Jarvis Landry at now?
Nowhere.
At home.
At home, sitting on the couch.
At home.
So for you to go on a podcast and take shots at Kevin Stefanski and saying, "Oh man, I didn't have a good relationship with him," bro. Nobody cares about how you feel, bro.
I know.
Like, who cares about your feelings? Just play.
What? Landry been in the league what, like 4 years?
He been out. He been out the
league.
He about 5 years now.
The last team he played for was New Orleans.
Dang, I remember his name, but I don't really remember him.
He played with Cleveland.
Yeah. The year that Stefanski won Coach of the Year with Baker, he was on that team with Odell. Odell. I forget the other receiver that was there, but Jarvis couldn't stay healthy. And they released him the following year, and he been sour. He been sour ever since. He been sour ever since. You know what I'm saying? And he found that this particular point to have something substantial to say. But I'm like, dude, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't stay you couldn't stay on the field. You was in the training room more than you was on the actual field. Right. So yeah, that's a good old nomination. That's a good old nomination. You got one, Jerome? Go ahead.
I can't hear him.
The Seattle Seahawks front office.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Can you expound on that?
Let's tell y'all why. Do that. What precedent are you setting? Usually a rookie contract, you kind of let that run out and then you extend it. Like pay them and keep them on the cheap before you decide to make a player that young one of the highest paid on the team. Number two, if Kenneth Walker's not on that team, y'all don't win the Super Bowl. Y'all don't beat New England the way y'all beat them without Kenneth Walker running the ball, playing keep away. Y'all let him go to Kansas City, which was dumb. So, I'm happy he got paid, but I've never seen a player get extended this early like that. Now what's gonna happen if a rookie player have an extended year? The first thing they're gonna point to is say, hey, well, Seattle extending him. Why can't I get mine? And he got every right. So I'm giving him that because that's gonna set a fucked up precedent for here on out. They should have done that early. And like I said, you take Kendall Walker off that team, they're different for it.
All right.
That was a good one. That makes relatively good sense. I almost thought that you was kind of going to go the Kenneth Walker direction, but I get that point too. I don't understand how you let the Super Bowl MVP walk, but I mean, you know what I'm saying.
Last time I told her something,
where he walked to?
To Kansas City.
Kansas City. That's good.
Yeah. So he's going over there. He's going to a good situation.
Yeah.
That's good, but stupid of them. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm on. I had texted yesterday.
Anybody else?
It ain't gonna do no good. My mom.
Mine is the entire UGA basketball.
Because I didn't know.
You know what? I forgot about that little situation. I did say I was gonna do something on that, but you know what I'm saying? Good nomination. Good nomination. Mike White need his ass whooped.
All right.
He need his ass whooped.
How you let the team come in there like that from the jump?
I mean, you look, you play like little girls in the SEC tournament, and then you come in. Yeah. you come in against the best 3-point shooting team in the country, and you play zero. You play zero defense. You make no adjustments. And get ran out the arena. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out right now why he still got a job.
That's what I said.
I mean, if Hubert Davis get run out of Carolina, I'm just saying that he should be burning it. Mike White should be burnt at the stake right now. It's another great sports team dummy of the week nomination. My nominations have context to it. I know y'all saw the STS on last night. Okay. I was on there, but I had to take myself out of the equation just to keep from bungee jumping off of that volcano.
Yeah, because there was a lot you could bungee jump off of.
Yeah. I find it amazing when people that can't do what you do as good as you do always have a problem with you. These particular people that just aren't satisfied unless somebody from the Unholy Alliance has given them a shine, giving them face, giving them attention. And I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm not gonna give you play names. I'm gonna talk direct to these people as I nominate them for Sports Tea Dummy of the Week. Mr. Tillman, Mr. Dustin, aka Lowe, and Mr. Quote unquote try to be solidified. Y'all got some growing to do. Okay. All right. All of this, that y'all have your little placate conversations that you have behind closed doors, and and have fun. And I want to add shit and dirty, 3 dirty to this list as well. You know what I'm saying? The one who always wants to talk about folks not having energy or people not living a certain particular type of life, but when our fearless leader, aka Mad Mike, came on a live stream that you was on 2.5 weeks ago, you politely dropped to your knees and gave the guap 3000 in complimentary aspect. You didn't have that energy, sir. And to be told, none of you bitch ass niggas have that energy. Real talk. You're mad. Two or three of you mad because Mad Mike and 6 Man won't be your friend. You're mad because you can't ride the big wheel. You know what I'm saying? And on a whole, on a level, on a real strong level, you're mad because we're organized and we do this and we're consistent with it. We're authentic with it and we are original with it. Monday through fucking Sunday. Yes, y'all fall off when the Falcons season is over with. We keep going. Now, I gave some advice 5 months ago, and it seemed like it wasn't taken. I said it's best you keep it about football. You keep it about sports. Keep it about sports. You see, every goddamn 90 days or so, it seems like we're back in the same situation. We got to goddamn have a conversation about one of you bitch ass niggas. Okay, number one, if your skin is that thin and you can't take a good joke, this is the wrong thing. This is more about the Real Housewives of podcasting, if you ask me. Because that's what y'all acting like. That's what you're acting like. Now, Mr. Tillman, when you was with the group, and our fearless leader was trying to advise you on how to, keep your channel, you know what I'm saying, progress your channel and grow your channel. What did you say? Okay. What did you say? You didn't want no, but couldn't nobody tell you shit. And right after that, you lost your fucking channel. And ever since then, your bitch ass been out here on some real fuck shit. But at 1 week, you spent a whole entire week making 25 videos, 4 live shows, 2 hours motherfucking each, talking about what? Wasn't no content. You've been doing the same shit for 4 years. That ragged ass shit pit, it ain't worked yet. Well, you lost your channel trying to continues to be controversial, and you ain't grown yet either.
I'm not looking the extra mile. I'm just not.
I mean, I'm just saying, y'all run around here like little girls, bitching, moaning, and complaining, and crying, and want somebody to sit down and talk to you. When you had the chance to talk, you didn't take advantage of it. Mr. Tillman, you had 2 red and black events. You know what I'm saying, to get the shit off your goddamn chest, but instead you wanted to come on live and want to have a shouting match. The same bullshit you do in that ragged ass shit pit. Quite personally, I'm sick and I feel about this shit like I feel about talking about Lamar Jackson. I don't want to. But y'all bitch ass motherfuckers won't goddamn be on your grown man and goddamn handle your own business. Grow your goddamn channel. Grow your shit. Come up with some original ideas. Do some authentic shit. That's what you need to be doing instead of sitting over there having these little ragged ass little goddamn, pillow talking ass meeting, worrying about what the unholy alliance doing. Well, we doing a hell in our goddamn business. We're growing. We're expanding. We're extending. Which is something that you all obviously don't know how to do. I said it 2 weeks ago. Jaden, you was on the show with me when I did.
Yep, sure was.
Y'all sneaking around him on Facebook, Instagram, liking folks stuff. No, man. No. Keep that energy you've been had for the last 3-4 years. We don't want your friendship. We don't need your fridge. We don't even need your fucking viewership. The best thing you could do is mind your business, take care of you and yours, worry about your channel, grow your shit, do something different that might work. Because just like the machine over here, the Unholy Alliance, the conglomerate, Mr. White Network, Mad Mike, 6MK, Coach. Yeah, the Unholy Alliance, a well-oiled machine. This is what we do. This is the work that we put in. I'm on this motherfucker Monday through fucking Friday. Okay, and as you can see, I have people that help me. Okay, this is how you do it to grow it. And I show appreciation to the audience that comes and watches me. You have to appreciate what you do and like what you do and want to do what you damn do. But when you too busy worrying about another grown man not being your friend or worrying about what another grown man is doing with his body parts, I find that highly suspect. Is there something that you might need to tell us, man?
Trapped in the closet.
Okay. And 3:30, I will advise you again, bro. Find somebody to go buy you a teddy bear or something and play with that.
Teddy bear in the couch.
Damn.
Because the video document evidence that you gave us on Georgia Texas Boy Show, because you didn't have that energy when Mike came on. You know that energy that you always talking about that we ain't got or we ain't about that life. You didn't have that energy. Y'all mad at the wrong people. You need to be mad at yourself if you're not successful. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. I'm saying it, and Truth has said it, but I'm saying it clearly and again. Keep it about sports, bro. All that extra shit, because ain't none of you about that. Ain't none of you about that. Not at all. Keep it about sports. Do your content. Do your content. You don't bother me, you don't bother us, we won't bother you, period, point blank. It's just that simple. Them three idiots are my goddamn Sports Tea Dummy of the fucking week nominations.
Hey, with your chest, Sam.
That's a whole year worth.
Just saying, man. These little boy goddamn preschool ass bullshit ass game minded ass motherfuckers, man. Bruh. I'd like to use my brain power to come up with these topics and do the research and use the stuff that I've seen in sports history to talk about, then talk about you bitch ass niggas.
Bitch ass nigga.
Because there's a whole lot of bitch assness going on. And if you don't like the truth and you cannot handle the truth, stop hitting sin on fuck shit. Plain and simple. Now, with that being said, we will be doing the live. I may do the house game tonight. Y'all will get the notification if I decide to do it and throw it up. But we're definitely going to be broadcasting the live watch for the Sweet 16. We will cover the Braves game on Friday. And with all major coverage on the Sweet 16 going into the weekend through the Great 8. You know what I'm saying, going forward. And we're definitely gonna have you some more NBA coverage through the week. With that. The freshman will be back on tomorrow and probably Friday too, on through the weekend. He has some things to do on his own specific content. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go over there and check him out on the anime level, all you anime fans. He got some good things. You know, he's doing some good stuff on that over there on Almighty Fresh Network. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got on that.
Yeah, y'all see what the NFL schedule?
What happened?
The television schedule?
Well, let's just say we get a Wednesday game.
Huh?
But we can just look it up. We can talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wednesday game. What the hell?
It just literally came out about 2 hours ago.
And like, what is going on?
Right.
Right. What world am I in?
Right, like Wednesday.
Yeah, when I saw it, I said, "What the fuck?"
It's
an excuse to get more money. Leave
it alone.
It's still not a typo?
No, it's not. I saw it on Bleacher Report.
And
we're going to have a Wednesday game and a Thursday game to kick off the season.
These folks trying to get them monopolize.
Back-to-back nights, the 9th and the 10th.
Jesus Christ.
Just running it back on the programming note for Friday for the Braves. There will be a pregame prior to the first pitch, and the game will start, and then we will jump live in the seventh inning stretch through the end of the game and do a post game. So you know. That's how they're gonna work. That's how we're gonna ride that. You know, if we have to make changes, we will adjust, you know what I'm saying, throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else got any other thoughts or final thoughts? You know?
Nah, I just want to piggyback on what you said. Man, folks just gotta keep it about the content, because at the end of the day, if we're supposed to be repping the city, repping the team, man, keep it at that and respect everybody's talent and passion for that. You know, all this extra shit, we ain't got time for it. Who about what? Look, man, y'all just keep support. Because knowing what I know and what OG know, y'all just keep that, please, and thank you.
Yes,
please.
Sound better when you say it. Mr. Jerome. I'm going to extend this. You have a standing seat on Miss White Network any day.
Oh yeah, no doubt, and vice versa. You know, we locked in. You know, I know what's going on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You join in. You know what I'm saying. If you have some topics you might want to break program with. You know what I'm saying, we can link it in, lock in. Again, we need to exchange information, and so we can get locked in. Whether it be just
when it's over with, check your inbox. I got you.
Okay, bet that. I'd like to say thanks everyone for tuning in again, man. This does not work without you. I appreciate everyone that tunes in, watches in, locks in, hit them buttons, like, share. If you're not locked in, subscribe to Mr. White Network. You know what I'm saying? And we help this thing grow. I am 91 away from 500, getting this thing monetized. That is the grind right now. That is what we're on. You know what I'm saying? Trying to push this to expand some more. There are plans in play that, what I'm saying, that are going to come to fruition, because we doing things over here. You know what I'm saying? We work on this. You know what I'm saying? We want to feed the people. We want to entertain the people. You know what I'm saying? We want to inform the people. And with that being said, man, we going to keep it A. We going to keep it dirty and most noble. We going to always keep it real with ourselves. Let your next choice be your best choice for the madam, for Jerome, for the big one, for Jaden, for the franchise. I am your OG, a.k.a. Mr. White. Y'all have a blessed one.
Hey.
Peace.